on News 4.
For us, it means good times. We're super excited about it.
While most people are bracing for another winter storm, snow lovers are racing to the slopes. How to stay safe during outdoor activities in the bitter cold.
And as we enter the weekend, I'm tracking that Arctic blast of cold air for tomorrow. But of course, that steady snowfall throughout our Sunday, the latest coming up.
Especially given he's the elected treasurer, it's inexcusable and frankly galling.
Plus, local and state officials react tonight after the man entrusted with Dunkirk's finances is accused of stealing from the already struggling city. News 4 at 11 starts right now.
You're watching News 4, your local news leader. Now, live from Buffalo, this is News 4 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. We begin tonight at 11 with a live look at our camera in Irving. It's set to be a wicked winter weather weekend as another round of significant snowfall is making its way into western New York. This time, though, Mike, it will be paired with single-digit temps, if not sub-zero temps.
Yeah, we're seeing those sub-zero temps right now. Most of us are in the negatives, and the wind does back off tomorrow, but we're still talking high temperatures for our Saturday, mainly in the mid to upper single digits. We do have a cold weather advisory that continues tonight for all of us here in western New York and also northern Pennsylvania and goes until 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Wind chill values between -10 and -25. That is what we're seeing right now, and that will continue into our Saturday morning. Our current temperature, we have Clymer, still the cold spot on the map at -12 degrees. It's the actual air temperature, not the wind chill. Warsaw at -6, Buffalo at 0, Burt at 7, Albion at 3, and again, those McKean and Potter County between -3 and -8 right now. Here's the wind chill. What it feels like when you step outside, it feels like we're about -20 to -25. If you're lucky, like Albion and Westfield and Dunkirk, feels like -11 to -15. So very cold outside for tonight. Niagara Falls right now seeing some snow, 1 degree. Feels like -21. Winds out of the west around 21 miles per hour. We are seeing some lake effect snow, mainly up towards Niagara and also Orleans County, pretty much north of the 90. Northern Erie County and Genesee County seeing some of that snow as well. And that's been going for the past couple of hours. And we'll continue. We do that upstream connection as well, so they could pick up a couple of inches of snow throughout this evening and also for tonight. Over Lockport to Lewiston, just north of North Tonawanda, Medina, Albion to Elba, seeing some lighter snow showers, more snow globe type snow coming down. But there's that upstream connection. You can see coming off of Lake Huron there, even seeing some lighter lake snow coming off of Erie in Chautauqua and Cattaraugus County. So dusting off towards the southern hills, our model does show about 1 to 2 inches. I can see a few places underneath those bands picking up more for tonight. And our temperatures mainly falling into the negatives throughout the overnight hours. Pretty quiet tomorrow. Besides, it will be very cold. I'll talk about the timing of the snow and, of course, those snow totals throughout our Sunday into Monday morning. That's coming up. Marley.
It's been a lot of shoveling and a lot of snow blowing.
I'm sure a lot of western New Yorkers feel like that. Residents in areas like Colden tell us they had to remove snow multiple times today due to high winds blowing it back over their driveways and walkways. Now, with the wind chill in the negatives, layering clothing helps to prevent frostbite and hypothermia while you are outside. Erie County health leaders also suggest an insulated jacket with a waterproof shell as well as waterproof boots. More intense winter weather and dangerous temperatures are moving into western New York, but for ski resorts, that can mean big business. Our Angelica Gallagher shows us how people are preparing and how you can stay safe on the slopes when temps drop well below freezing.
Here in western New York, we're used to frigid chills, strong winds, and heavy snow. But with all three expected this weekend, we spoke with ski resorts about how they prepare, as well as a local physician about keeping yourself safe in severe conditions.
All things considered, it's awesome news.
The storm impacting much of the country this weekend is bringing wintry weather that western New York ski resorts wait for year-round.
For us, it means good times. We're super excited about it.
We've had a really strong season to date as it is, so anytime that there's some sort of storm system, people get really excited about it.
I've been telling everybody all day I'm just so happy about it. And I sometimes go to a cafe or a bank and everybody's like, oh, the snow, the snow, the snow. I'm like, I just want more of it.
We haven't had this good of a winter in a while, so it's going to be great.
You guys have better snow and more snow than we do in Lake Tahoe right now. So
At Kissing Bridge, crews are working around the clock, preparing for the weekend ahead.
It's a little extra work for us to manage the amount of snow we're getting, but it means there's a lot of fun to be had. They're putting in extra hours, really, mostly extra hours grooming, making sure we're taking advantage of these temperatures. We're still blowing snow, even with this natural snow, so that we can have an extended season.
Holiday Valley is also gearing up for a boost in visitors.
Food and beverage is gearing up for more people being inside to be able to warm up from being outside on the cold slopes. And I think our lodging is pretty well packed, so those teams are just getting ready to welcome guests in. The cold weather allowed our snowmaking team to fire the system back up, make a lot of snow all the way throughout the resort.
Before hitting the slopes, doctors warn of wind chills dipping well below zero.
With these wind chills and temperatures, you can look at frostbite within 15 to 30 minutes on unexposed areas. So if you are going to go out, number one, minimize the exposure. Number two is as many layers and coverings as you can, specifically on your head and on your extremities and on your face. And probably more importantly is stay dry.
Dr. Cook says there are warning signs to keep an eye out for.
Shivering and numbness is obviously a sign that you're very cold. And honestly, you'd say that if you stop shivering, that's even more severe. The lack of shivering in the cold is actually very severe. The more severe signs outside of the usual numbness would be if you're still feeling confused, if you're feeling disoriented, if you're feeling lack of coordination. Those are severe signs that need to be checked out immediately.
Just be smart when you're out on the slopes. Ski or ride with a friend, make sure you're paying attention to any exposed skin, and if you feel like you're getting too cold, just stop inside for a little bit, warm up.
Now, Dr. Cook also reminds folks to keep an eye out for your elderly loved ones and neighbors, as they are more susceptible to the cold, as well as slipping and falling on frozen surfaces. Reporting in Glenwood, Jellica Gallagher, News 4.
After a lengthy investigation, the former treasurer for the city of Dunkirk is accused of stealing more than $120,000 of taxpayer money. We spoke with the Chautauqua County District Attorney about the charges. Plus, I spoke with the counsel for the state comptroller in an interview you'll see only on 4.
Anytime a public official violates their duty, it is a direct betrayal to their community.
Former longtime Dunkirk City Treasurer Mark Woods is facing several charges, accused of embezzling more than $120,000 taxpayer dollars over nearly 3 years.
These are hard-earned dollars that were contributed by each and every taxpayer in that community.
In March 2025, concerns from the Dunkirk City School District made their way to the Chautauqua County DA's office and then to the desk of State Comptroller Tom DiNapoli.
Allegations or notices of just improprieties, weird things, checks going into the school district tax account that didn't seem to be school tax payments.
Nelson Scheingold, counsel to DiNapoli, says Woods had unfettered control over the money, making it easy to allegedly pocket. But he had to cover his tracks.
When these large payments, these utility tax payments would come in, he would effectively deposit it but not record it in the books. So now he had a balance to cover for the money he was stolen.
DA Jason Schmidt says since Woods is an elected official, charges against him could carry more weight.
Mr. Woods is charged with grand larceny in the second degree as a crime of public corruption, which enhances a Class C felony and takes it one step higher to a Class B felony.
Both Schmidt and Scheingold say this alleged crime hits especially hard in Dunkirk, which has been in serious financial distress for years.
I can't imagine what it's like for the residents there. You're talking about a community of blue-collar workers. These are people that worked at the steel plant that are retired.
In 2024, while Mark Woods was allegedly stealing and covering up his theft by altering city records, Dunkirk raised property taxes 84%. Especially given he's the elected treasurer, it's inexcusable and it's frankly galling that somebody would put his personal interest and greed that far in front of the community he swore to serve.
Dunkirk Mayor Kate Doviaz and the police department put out a joint statement saying, in part, this administration and the residents we serve will not tolerate misconduct, secrecy, or abuse of public trust. The administration also highlighted the mayor's oversight reforms that it says led to this investigation. Chautauqua County Executive P.J. Wendell is calling for a control board to monitor Dunkirk's finances.
We will continue to work with Dunkirk, point out warning signs, and hopefully help to get them on the right foot.
Well, the city of Buffalo may be in a bigger financial hole than originally expected. Mayor Sean Ryan says as the numbers come in, the deficit keeps climbing. Earlier this month, the deficit was estimated at around $47 million. Mayor Ryan says recent data shows that number has grown.
Unfortunately, there's no good news on the budget front. So our early estimates before we came in to office on January 1st, we've adjusted those now that we see some of the actual numbers. And then most recently, the Buffalo City Comptroller put out another set of budget numbers, all showing a worse deficit.
Mayor Ryan adding that we can expect to get a clearer picture of the deficit in March. A Buffalo man could spend up to 25 years behind bars for shooting and seriously injuring a woman on Waltz Avenue last March. According to the Erie County DA's office, 24-year-old Kamir King pleaded guilty today to shooting a 28-year-old woman with an illegal gun during an argument on the morning of March 29th. She was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Now, this will be King's second felony conviction. He faces a maximum of 25 years in prison when he's sentenced in March. Emotions ran high in a Buffalo courtroom this morning as the father of a toddler was sentenced in connection with the child's death. 31-year-old Jamil Paisley will spend up to 6 years behind bars after pleading guilty for causing the death of 21-month-old Logan Paisley in October of 2024. According to the Erie County DA's office, Logan died from dehydration after being left in a vehicle for an extended period of time.
I walk into his room and it feels like stepping into a wound that never closes. His toys are still where he left them. His pajamas are still folded on his bed. His little shoes sit by the door waiting for feet that will never come running toward me again.
And frankly, I think your actions are disgraceful. And in 30 years in criminal court and in 10 years as a judge, I don't think I've ever said that about someone.
Paisley received a sentence of 2 to 6 years in prison. Still to come on News 4 at 11, perfect attendance pays off at Buffalo Public Schools. What the district is doing to encourage students to show up to class every day. Students at Buffalo Public Schools might want to think twice before faking a cough to get out of class. The district announced there will be a cash reward for some kids who miss one day or less. The $1,000 attendance lottery will run monthly from now through June. Students who miss no more than one day of school each month will be entered to win. Superintendent Dr. Pascal Mubanga says he believes this will help get attendance rates up across the district.
You have some students that can be motivated intrinsically, and some others that you gotta have some kind of rewards to get them where we really want them to be. I did not get it from other places, and I think it was just a reading research and the work that I did in Durham, North Carolina. I always put money in the hands of schools to be able to come up with incentive programs to reward students.
At the end of each month, the district will collect the names of students with near perfect attendance. School leaders will then draw 3 names to win prizes of $500, $300, and $200. What would you do without access to a cell phone? That's what News 4's Rob Petrie and Angela Kaiko are asking on tonight's episode of For the Streets. It comes 1 week after Verizon wireless customers across the nation found their cell phones out of service for nearly an entire day.
What do you need the most when it comes to using your cell phone?
Like, so you can't call 911 if you didn't have a phone for emergencies?
I actually don't have a cell phone.
Get out of here. Call me crazy, but I'll be honest with you. When I talk to people on the phone, I always prefer to do it unless it's really private on speakerphone, because I don't like the idea of this being right up against my head.
I just heard ringing coming from
no
this man's
long-term
pocket.
stuff.
What would you miss the most?
What would I miss the GPS? Honestly, I can't even begin to try. I would be riding around for hours lost.
You know, me too. You can watch the full episode of For the Streets streaming now on WIVB+.
We're seeing that weather coming in Sunday, so today and tomorrow are the big preparation days.
The City of Buffalo Department of Public Works has its hands full this weekend. Commissioner Nolan Skipper tells us the city has all of its equipment ready, sufficient staffing, and about 2,000 tons of salt on hand, with more deliveries expected.
Pre-salting a little bit today, more tomorrow ahead of the Sunday storm, but obviously we want to be careful that we're not overdoing it with the salt from the get-go, because we want to make sure that application rate is good.
Commissioner Skipper is asking the public to give city crews like plows room to do their work. He's also asking residents to follow parking restrictions. Well, speaking of the city of Buffalo, we are expecting them to be very busy this weekend, but it's not just the city that is going to be impacted. This sounds like it's going to be everywhere in Western New York.
Exactly. It's all of us in Western New York, every county, every town, every neighborhood. It's not a lake event. It's all due to a large low pressure system, and it will bring widespread but steady snowfall, moderate snowfall, throughout our entire day Sunday into our Monday morning. So that's why we have that winter storm warning issued for all of us here in Western New York and also northern Pennsylvania. So the one big difference is it's not just a select few of us that are underneath the lake effect snow band, it's all of us. All of us will pretty much see right around a foot of snow throughout our Sunday. As we look at how massive this storm is, the pink we're seeing here is that winter storm warning. It stretches all the way up towards Vermont and goes all the way out towards the very southwestern part of Texas, about 2,000 miles, with most of us being in that winter storm warning or even a few ice storm warnings off towards the south of that. So it is a massive system. We had that cold air in place. Buffalo right now is at -1. We do see those sub-freezing temperatures going all the way down into the deep south, and that's why they could see snow and ice as far south as central and northern Texas, and also going through northern Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, pretty much our deep south. They will see more ice with some snow, and so we'll see some reports coming out of power outages and snapping trees and stuff like that, because there's some models showing about a ½ inch to maybe close to an inch worth of freezing rain or ice. That's a lot of weight, and that can cause, again, more widespread power outages for the deep south. Us here, it's just strictly snow. We are seeing some snow right now, lake effect snow coming off of Lake Ontario, going through Niagara and Orleans County, a little bit of lighter snow off towards the very southwest of our ski country, Chautauqua County. Tonight, our actual air temperature, most will be in the negatives, between 0 and -13.4. Tonight and then tomorrow is about 7 to 13 degrees, partly cloudy, a pretty quiet day. A good day to kind of prep and get ready to make sure your snow blowers are ready, or even the shovels and some salt ready. But we're talking about a foot of snow. For us here in our standards in Western New York, and what's a foot of snow when we could see with a lake event 2, 3, 4, even 5 feet of snow? Again, it's not lake event, but it is a massive low pressure system. So you can see it's going to bring snow, ice, and some rain off towards our south. By Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, that's when we could see some of that snow really take over us here in Western New York, continue throughout the entire day Sunday into our Monday morning. And then once we're behind that system Monday, we'll drag in some cold air once again. So no thawing or melting going on after this, but we will deal with more off and on snow showers throughout our Monday, midday to the afternoon. Here's Sunday morning, 6 o'clock. In the morning, early, widespread snow. Again, steady, moderate to at times a heavier snowfall that will continue throughout the evening here, 6 p.m. By our Monday morning, 7 a.m., still looking at some snow. So I do expect some closures throughout Western New York and also northern Pennsylvania, but then we do turn into more snow showers as we go throughout the second half of our Monday. Now, snow totals, what we're thinking. By the end of our day Sunday, as this thing starts around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, here's 10 o'clock in the evening, we can see a widespread 8 to 12 inches. Again, for pretty much all of us here in Western New York and also McKean and Powder County. Sunday night into our Monday, we're talking, what I'm thinking, about 10 to 14 inches. I think that's a good number for us where pretty much all of us will see that. Again, not lake event, but we will see that steadier snowfall. And luckily, I don't see any kind of crazy winds with this, so not a whole lot of blowing or drifting snow. I don't see any kind of visibility issues with that going on. But with steady snowfall, I do see the roads deteriorating pretty quickly as we go to about the Sunday afternoon to Sunday evening hours. Snow showers continue for our Monday, and like I mentioned, no melting going on at all. Tuesday, high of 14. Maybe a little bit of sun trying to poke on through on Wednesday, but still looking at some snow showers. Then 12 and 14 for a high by Thursday and Friday of next week. Marley.
Mike, thank you. Coming up, the Sabres picked up their 7th win in the month of January last night. Highlights and reactions coming up next in sports.
Now, News 4 Sports with Gretchen Beyer. Well, the winningest team in Buffalo, the Sabres, picked up another win last night in Montreal. They've now won 17 of their last 21 games. Looking ahead to the playoffs, they sit comfortably in that top wild card spot with 61 points. The Sabres were the guests of honor in Montreal last night. Jason Zucker got the scoring started early on and really set the tone. It was their second game in a row with multiple goals scored in the first period. Beck Malenstein got a shorty, Zach Benson scored in the second, and Peyton Krebs fired an empty netter from the neutral zone. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen played lights out in net, stopping 34 of 36 shots. Here's what he had to say after the win.
I mean, it's kind of a learning experience again for us, kind of how to play winning hockey. It's a great building. It's actually fun to play here every time. The home crowd, it's awesome here, and it's fun to come into this building and take points away. So I think we kind of calmed it down after the 2 goals they scored, and I think we just played a good game today.
Well, I think it shows a lot of character, first of all. I mean, we came out, played a really, really good first period. You got to give Montreal a lot of credit. They had a big push in the second. We made a couple errant plays that they took advantage of. UPL made some great saves. But then I thought we played a rock-solid third period where maybe gave up one chance in a 1-goal game, which I got to give our guys a lot of credit for just locking back into our game.
In a quick injury update, Sabres captain Rasmus Dahlin did not practice today in New York. He should be good to go for tomorrow's game, but Buffalo has recalled Zach Jones from Rochester, with defenseman Jacob Bryson being placed on IR. Puck drop against the Islanders tomorrow in New York is set for 1 p.m. In a quick update on the Bills head coach search. Today, the Pagulas, Brandon Beane, Josh Allen, and some other Bills front office executives were down in Florida and completed interviews with former Dolphins head coach and Chargers OC Mike McDaniel, as well as former Colts QB Phillip Rivers. On the players' side of things, the Bills also announced that tight end Dalton Kincaid has been added to the Pro Bowl, replacing Travis Kelce. And the UB men's basketball team lost a heartbreaker to UMass tonight at Alumni Arena, 68-67. The Bulls have now lost 5 consecutive conference games. In the studio, Gretchen Beyer, News 4 Sports.
Gretchen, thank you. Stick with us. We'll have your winning lottery numbers when we come back.
So we have a nice prep day for tomorrow, but we're only talking about 10 to 14 inches throughout our Sunday. And for our standards, nothing too crazy here. Just one kind of big difference is it's not lake effect. It's a widespread system. So all of us could see about 10 to 14 inches throughout the entire day Sunday into our Monday. And I do expect there probably will be some closures and stuff like that on our Monday. Road conditions early Sunday. If you're driving locally Sunday morning, you should be okay. By Sunday afternoon, evening, that's where roads can turn bad. So the best thing you can do is stay home and just hang out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, that's all the time we have tonight for News 4 at 11. Thank you for ending your day with us. News 4 is available anytime at WIVB.com or on our smart TV app, WIVB Plus. Have a great night.